Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Custom. So today we are going to do a video on tearing cloth off a premium format statue, which is the Harley Quinn from Sideshow. Now, I love the sculpt. I really like the statue. When I first saw the previews back, last year when they showed it at the Comic-Con for pre-orders, I was like, I'm not really feeling it, but it's just one of those things you got to see up close, and you just got to, see it in people's collections. And then I was like, decided, let me snag a couple of them because it would be really fun to do different customs with her. While I like the sculpt and I really like, the pose, and I can see the body, you lose a lot of it, and I'm not really a fan of cloth on a whole entire statue like this. I feel that you lose everything. So, like when you push it in, you can see, when you pull it back like that, you got a nice little figure going, but with the cloth, you lose a lot of it. So I'm not really a fan of that. So the goal is we're going to put it on the table, we'll chop up all the cloth, get it off, we'll kind of see how it was all put together, and then the goal is, what I'm going to do is the same exact outfit, but I'm going to do it like the box art where you got a lot of wrinkles, and then I'm going to paint her up in my metallic colors. I think it will really look cool, and she'll really pop like a latex outfit. So that's the goal with the whole project. But we're going to dedicate today just taking off the cloth and seeing what's on, and then give you guys an idea of how these statues are put together and what the factories kind of do. So let's get her on the table, we'll come back, and then we'll start chopping up all the cloth. Alright guys, so we're going to start chopping up. So as you can see already, it looks like the cloth was actually tucked underneath of here. And once it was tucked under here, they glued the boots on, so that, I'm probably not going to be able to pop those off, and I kind of don't want to because I might snap them. So what I probably will do is chop it up on my end, add some wrinkles to kind of cover it, and work from there. So let's just start chopping up. But also you can see the same thing here. I think what they did is they put the cloth on her, and then they glued this piece on. And I guess what they did is they must have had the seam back here. I don't know how. It kind of looks like a zipper back here too, so they might have zipped it on somehow. Or added a zipper. Not really sure, but let's just kind of cut it all off because I really don't want it at all. So make sure you have a sharp X-Acto. Okay, so as you can see right away, what they did is they painted black and red here. So when the fabric stretches, you don't see the skin tone. You keep the fabric, so that's why they did that, I guess. And as we go all the way down, let's just try and okay, so you can see there was a leg glued in here. So what they might have done is, well, it's kind of hard to tell how they got that in. They probably had the fabric up here and stretched it over. Not really sure. But already just looking at it, I really like the sculpt. It's really looking good. You just got a couple areas here and there to kind of clean up, but the abs and the stomach here all look really good. It's a really great sculpt. And it's a shame that you got to lose a lot of detail with this stuff. Arms looking pretty good. Got some nice muscle tone there. So there's a zipper back here, and I'm not really sure if they just added the zipper just to kind of give it a little bit of a, an idea there's a zipper back there, unless they use that to zip it up. I'm not really sure. But the cool thing about the zipper back here is I can actually utilize this for other customs. I can kind of cut it off and use it for statues, so that's kind of cool. So that's something to actually keep. So it's kind of kind of hard to get into here because this I don't want to pop these off if I don't have to, but I might have to, only because they kind of don't sit flush on her. So and plus the magnet, well actually as you can see in there, the pieces on there and the magnets, so I can probably toy with it a little bit more, like maybe grab a screwdriver or something, and I got one here somewhere, and I could probably try to pry it off in a way. We could kind of see what happens. It probably should yeah, see, I'm just cracking it, but I might have to break it all off, and maybe I'll do something different up here, I don't know. But you know, we got a seam going on here, the glue is here, but I might have to crack it all off because it's really not on her. It's not really on her, flowing on her at all. So I might kind of just break off the neck and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish doing this up because I'm going to go into the garage and probably break a couple things, and we'll come back once it's all off and we can kind of see the sculpt bear. So we'll be back. Okay guys, I was able to get the cloth off, and I really like the sculpt, and I think it's going to really look pretty cool once I get everything sculpted onto her, and then we paint her up regular. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of tucking of the cloth in here because it's going to be a little too difficult to actually drill that out and then break off the feet and put them back on, because I might run into some problems. So what I'll do is I'll add a little wrinkles there, some wrinkles around here, you know, and just go around. So I was actually able to pop this off actually easier. I mean, this part cracked, but I can fix this. But I was able to really stick the screwdriver under here, but it did break it a little bit. Not a problem, but you can see where the head is. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to do some drilling and tweaking, and probably see if I could push this down a little bit further and make the neck up. I'll have to do some work up in there. But it really looked out pretty good. Once I got all the cloth off, I guess what they did was they designed it with a zipper in the back. And I guess what they did was, looking at it, and a really good idea, I guess what they did was they have it unzipped. So what they do is they put it onto her, they put it on her and everything, and then they pull up the zipper in the back, put it down, glue it, and then they glue this piece over on top of that. So as you can see, this arm is casted up separate, this arm is casted up separate, and this leg is casted up separate, and then they glue all the pieces together. That's normal for a lot of statues. This is what happens with every statue you get. It's always done in different pieces. So that's what you can pretty much see. Now, it might look a little different now, a little weird, but I think once we get, you know, everything sculpted on and we paint her in the nice latex colors, it'll work out pretty good. So that's pretty much Harley Quinn when you take off the cloth, what she looks like underneath. We'll run around the back here so you can get an idea. So as you can see, the back muscles are really good on her. You know, we got a lot of, you know, really good sculpting going on, especially with the arms, with the muscles and the elbows. So, you know, the sculpt is there. I mean, I really like the sculpt. I really like the idea and everything. It's just that I think the cloth, you just lose a lot of it. You know, gotta fix this up around here, this gap and everything, but that's okay. And I think the other thing I probably would have to work on is back in here a little bit. Just kind of fix up a little bit around there. But, I mean, look at the stomach. I mean, we got nice stomach muscles going around. We got the rib cages up in here. This needs to be a little bit flushed out. A little bit here. It's kind of messed up casting. But that's all hidden with the cloth. But once, you know, the sculpt is there. So, you know, that's Harley Quinn with the cloth off. You know, hopefully gives you guys some ideas. And, you know, I got a couple Harleys that I picked up myself, so gonna have some fun customs coming near the end of the year, so look out for those. Hopefully you guys like what I come up with. You know, it's gonna be one with the outfit, another Harley Quinn, I got a really cool idea, and then third Harley, I got a really cool out-of-the-box idea that I think is gonna be a lot of fun and really different, and hopefully people like the idea of what I come up with. It might be a little bit different where I don't know if she's going to have the mallet around her shoulders. Maybe I'll retweak the arms a little bit. But we'll see what happens. Just have some fun with it. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.